Well, hello everybody. I'm Jack, and this is Raw Tropical Living. Thanks for joining me today. It is the 4th of July when I'm taping this, and it's been a pretty nice day. It's been a nice day for me anyway. It's been a little bit overcast today, and actually we got some rain this morning, and that's kept the temperature down a bit, which is nice because it's been highs of 94, 95 here in South Alabama, and it is just sweltering. Not that I'm out in it all that much. Anyhow, just a little quick one today. This one is more for just letting some of my subscribers and the people that make comments know that I'm paying attention and I'm listening. I have people from the UK. I've had a number of comments of people from the UK talking about the fully raw lifestyle, the price of it, the availability of fruits there. I've got people, I remember for a while, I hope you're still watching if you're around, from Poland, several Eastern European countries, just places, different places that people talk about, like, hey, I can't really afford to do a raw vegan lifestyle here. You know, the fruit's really expensive, or, you know, it's just not that available, and especially in a lot of the times of the year. Or what I'm getting at is, even if you do have good fruit available to you, it is usually for a short season in some places. Now, who am I talking to here? A lot of the people I'm talking to are, you know, okay, first of all, I hear raw vegans all the time, and I think they're well-intentioned because they want to encourage everybody, but I hear raw vegans all the time talking about how, oh, you can be fully raw anywhere, any circumstances, you can find a way to do it. Well, maybe some people can, but from a practical standpoint, and especially for somebody like me that lives in the tropics, I just don't feel comfortable preaching that to you when it's so easy for me. You know, when I can roll out of bed and just do it effortlessly, I don't feel kosher just telling you guys like, oh, anybody can do it, you know, because I've just got it so easy around me. And I think it's perspective. I think a lot of the people that are telling you this and kind of stressing some people out, because I think what it is some people just need to know they need to just do the best they can. And when they, you know, when people are telling them, oh, you can do it, they almost feel, I think sometimes people feel a little like maybe I'm not doing everything I could do. But let me just put that in perspective for you. Number one, a lot of the videos, now don't get me wrong, there's videos from every country and every culture, but a lot of these high carb, raw vegan videos that we're all watching in our community is a lot of people from the United States and Canada, especially from the United States. Now, even if you're not in the best parts, you know, for tropical fruit in the United States and Canada, you know, a lot of our folks got money. You know, a lot of people out there that are doing this lifestyle have money. So if you've got your whole Trader Joe's, if you've got your whole Paychecks, if you've got those type places, you know, and you've got the cha-ching to do it, yeah, you can eat fully raw there. But so you've got people, you know, in the States, there's a lot of places where you could do it. I could do it here. I'm not going to lie to you. You know, I just had some cooked food, some really clean cooked vegan food with my mom for lunch. I don't worry about it. If I had to move back here, you know, I'll eat a little cooked food because I come back here every 3 months just for a short period of time, and I eat a little while I'm here. Now, if I had to move back here, I could figure out a way to make it work, or I could figure out a way to eat very little cooked food here, but I know there's a lot of places where people can't. And especially Europe, you know, like I say, I got my people in the UK that are telling me that all the time. So what do you do? What do you do? Or, and somebody's going to say, well, no, there's some YouTubers and there's some people in our world from Europe and different places. Cha-ching, cha-ching. If you got that money, you know, it is. I mean, I know I live in the tropics, but I ain't bouncing around like all these people doing that are just picking up. And like, I follow some people on Instagram. It's kind of fun to follow them vicariously. They just globetrot. But for the person that can't globetrot, you know, Europe, I know it's tougher over there. I know, I've heard people report from France. You know, I lived in Nice, France for a while, and I've always like kind of had a dream to go back and spend some major time there. I've heard it's very expensive to get fruit in France. I'd also spent a lot of time in Greece, and Greece is really in my heart. That's somewhere I could even see, you know, moving back to, or spending part of the year. But once again, when you get over there, things are a lot more expensive. So, you know, when when you're telling people, when people are telling other people all the time about how easy this lifestyle is, you know, kind of try to imagine other people's circumstances. And if you're living in one of these places where it's extremely hard to do fully raw vegan, stop beating yourself up. Start putting so much pressure on yourself and stop worrying about this damn fully raw label. Do the best you can. Stay clean. There's a lot of stuff you can do. Okay, yes, to me, this is just personal for me. I do feel my body feels its best, most vibrant on fully raw. But unless I'm just going to, you know, retreat to the mountain, not travel, not do anything again, I'm just not going to, you know, stress myself out all the time because I can never eat a bite of cooked food and it's going to bring me down and this and that. You do the best you can if you can't eat fully raw. Eat clean. You know, still keep it low fat, keep it high carb, keep it low fat. Eat as much fruit as you can possibly and reasonably get your hands on. Eat everything as fresh as possible, and then fill in the gaps with what you have available to you. And don't let anybody else get in your head. Don't worry about being in the club. Don't worry about not being one of the cool kids because you can't say that you're rocking fully raw. You can't be that person that constantly chimes in and tells everybody, every single thread where it comes up, oh, I don't eat that. Oh, that's pretty good. And there's also that kind of little condescending thing of like, well, yes, that's good stuff. Of course, I don't eat it, but that's good for the other people, you know, that can't do this fully raw. That's BS. That's BS. You do the best you can. You're trying to take care of yourself. You've made a lot of positive changes in your life, and you do what you do with your circumstances. Now, if you really are somebody that's stressing on this and you think you got to be raw as law, you think raw all the time without ever eating cooked is the way, I personally don't see how you can have that mentality without starting to formulate a plan to get to a place where you can do that. So I would say there's either two, if you either do one of two things. You adapt or you drive yourself, well, actually three things. You adapt and do it the best way you can where you are. You drive yourself nuts and beat yourself up and just like stress all the time and try to be, you know, try to really do fully raw in a very hard way. Or you start making a plan and like figure out, hey, it might be a 5-year plan, it might be a 10-year plan, it might be until your kids are out of the house. But you start thinking like, if you want to be a fully raw vegan, if you're really all about that, you start making those plans. You know, where's the place you're going to get away to? It may not be someplace exotic. It's not always about exotic. There's subtropical areas. There's South Florida. There's Homestead. And people are going to say, well, Miami's expensive. You go south of Miami, Homestead. Incredible fruit down there. You go west of Miami. You know, there's lots of stuff down there. So it's not just all about the tropics or all these beautiful locations you see all the YouTubers and the Instagrammers from. But in the end, it's about being healthy. It's about doing the best we can where we are. You're not in Bali. You're not in the Philippines. You're not in Thailand. You're not in Costa Rica. Maybe you're in Michigan. Maybe you're in Croatia. Maybe you're in the UK. You got to live where you live. And don't let anybody tell you anything different. Anyhow, hope you guys like this one. If you like it, give me a thumbs up. Hope you'll subscribe to the channel and hope you are having a wonderful week. Peace.